Play button. How you guys doing? This is Jude again, and I'm here to discuss with you um, Paranormal Scene 2. This happened around 1995 WrestleMania, Diesel versus Shawn Michaels match. Orlando Jordan is introduced as a wrestling hopeful, and with his girlfriend, and they're pretty much enjoying the show. Orlando is in his wandering mind state in a sense. Um, Envisioning himself down there doing WrestleManias and stuff like that, being a big entertainer. And his girlfriend is just so happy-go-lucky. And they're shooting the boyfriend, girlfriend, boy, and it ends with a kiss between the two of them. Sadly, it's going to be the last one they share together. This one is kind of long, so I'm just kind of narrow it down. Well, Paul gets into his car and he goes to the Cathedral of St. Joseph. He goes to one of the small chapels and gets on a kneeler. He's praying to God to free him for something, a day he wants to put behind him. He's dealing with one of his deepest, darkest secrets, fictional. It's the day he nearly killed a man. When he was 14 years old, he had a friend named Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and fictional. And became friends from football practice. They were the It Boys in school. They played for the Greenwich Cardinals, a real team. And Hunter had a different kind of popularity with him. Hunter was more Hunter was more the pretty boy. Paul was more the tough one that was kind of quiet and reserved, but all the girls still loved him because he was sexy. Hello. Teenagers can be sexy too. Hello. They have the right to be. And Paul was envious, but he didn't hate him. Well, their lives changed 11 years ago because of a guy named George Harlan, who was a 40-year-old alcohol a person dealing with alcoholism and a cheating wife. Um, the end result, it was a mental setback his wife put him through because, excuse me, he was going through rehabilitation classes, and it's like because the end result is the physical abuse of these two boys, and on several occasions, Harlan would steal from them, hit them, and sexually abuse them. And Paul got fed up with it months later, and he's like he couldn't take it no more. It's like it was taking a psychological effect on him, and he grabbed a weapon from his dad's tool shed and found Harlan at a local nightclub, which is actually a restaurant with a bar in it. So it's not really a nightclub. I call it a nightclub because it's open late at night. So might as well call it one. Anyway, so and he's playing mind games with him. He's like, "So, Daddy, are you ready?" Being sexually enticing with him. Like, I'm ready to go right now. You can do anything you want to me. And Harlan is it's like a siren is leading him to his grave. Um, they meet at their usual place. It is a secreted outhouse that has a good view of Calf Island in the distance, and it's on the second floor. Um, Paul strips himself from his jacket, and Hunter enters fashionably late. Then Harlan begins groping on him, and Paul, patiently hiding his rage, strips himself of his shirt to show off his already well-defined upper body. And then the birth of the dreaded sledgehammer comes into place. This leads to a complete ass whooping. Paul beats the shit out of this man. After some very heated conversation, Paul beats the shit out of this man. It leads to Hunter having to stop him from killing him, Harlan, with the sledgehammer. And it's like, don't kill him. You'll be as much of a monster as he is, Paul. And Paul's like, bullshit. You know, he needs to be punished. He's too much. He needs to be punished. And Hunter's like, oh, so you want to go to jail with him? Think about it. Think with your head. And then Harlan tries to attack them again. Well, Paul knocks him the fuck out with that sledgehammer. And it ends up with the man's face being permanently disfigured. Well, Hunter dials the police using one of those old cell phones that look like a shoe. And Paul is trying in court for assault with a deadly weapon. He's let go with 2 years of community service because during Holland's trial, it had to be reevaluated due to uh, testimonies from several victims that were 14 years old at the time when they were victimized. They're now 21. Paul was let go with just 2 years community service. And they all find out that 14 was the age where Holland fell in love with his wife because she testified. And now the man is doing 35 years to life in prison. Well, Hunter was able to come back, in a sense, not be that little boy anymore. But then this year, 1995, Hunter Hemsley died because he was murdered by, guess who? Mrs. Harlan. She sexually deprived Mrs. Harlan. She killed him for this reason. Those boys took my husband away from me. It was only fair in my situation. Primarily due to the fact that her husband was ice picked and killed in prison 2 days before she killed that boy. That man at the time now. And Paul got off of the situation. He was not killed. So it was just a domino effect. It took a decade just to come to a terrible conclusion. So he has this title as Hunter S. Hemsley to honor his fallen friend, and a character. So now he's reflecting on that. After reflecting on that, Paul's like, "What must I do to move on to this point?" He's praying, and then all of a sudden, one of the major arcana appears. All of the heroes' eidolons or major arcana is fortitude, and it appears as a ghostly man that appears as an ancient Roman soldier with golden armor, skin, and an extra long mane that hangs from its helmet. And Fortitude, we'll just call him Fortitude for now, but that's not truly his real name. He's like trying to lightly scold Paul, like, you need to get up, you just need to stop acting that way, you need to continue on so you can make better life decisions. You know, and Paul's like stupefied, like who are you? Like who are you? Who are you? my best voice impression, but whatever. And he's pretty much saying, I'm pretty much you, Paul. You just have to give me a name. And then he sees that Paul's like, you're me? But how? And he pretty much tells Paul, I said you're not ready to accept your fate. And he's like, when the prophesied one comes, your mind will change. Until then, keep on fighting. The future depends on your strength. And fortitude also means strength. So the message is conveyed, and now Paul's left in silence. He's wondering, like, what does all this mean? What kind of ghost was that? And what does this cryptic message mean? So that is something that he must consult Oscar about, since they both experienced a ghost like that before. And Paul's like, it's hard for him to paranormal watch or something, because they seen 2 ghosts in a matter of 2 hours. So hello. So he's left thinking and being in awe, like, what must I do? What must I do? But anyway, I'm going to end right there because my next scene, I don't have anything in it right now. But yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll be back with one more topic.